Hello and welcome, it's Carnage. We're going to take a look at G.I. Joe Classified number 151, Cobra, Trench Viper, and Modular Fortification. We have the digital render here on the front, and by popular demand, a window for the figure. And there he is, the Trench Viper. Let's take a look at the back before we get this guy opened up. Attractive packaging as always. I like how they've sort of combined the windowless packaging with a small window. I think it's cool. All right, so this is the first diorama piece from G.I. Joe Classified, and being a diorama guy, I'm excited to get my hands on it and see what we got here. A couple of little feature windows here showing, looks like the weapons rack, as well as the window there to fire, and it looks like we have a digital readout of some sort in there. A couple of ladders, sandbags, big gun, light, looks like a communication type device there, and of course the enclosure itself. So let's go ahead, get this thing opened and take a look. Okay, and here he is, the Trench Viper. So as you can see, he comes with basically the same gun that Roadblock should have, and the gun that Tiger Force Roadblock does have. And it does say Cobra on the other side here, as you can see there. And we'll get to the modular installment here after we've spent some time checking him out. But I did want to get him set up with that gun, and he's also got this light fixture here, which I certainly would consider part of his accessories. He also has that Alley Viper shield with the display on the inside here. There we go. Very cool. Now, I can probably flip this thing over, but I ended up having to swap the knife holster onto the other arm so that I could accommodate the shield. Maybe I can flip that thing over so that I can use the shield on the other hand. I'm not sure. On the other arm, rather. But what a great looking gun. Of course, he's a big boy, so I guess we could imagine that he might be able to carry that gun around, and it does come with the alternate handle, almost like the gun's a pistol type of thing, and it does have that extra handle there so he can hold it with the other arm. So, you know, he's a big boy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. All right, here we see Trench Viper, and as you can see, he does have the traditional torso, and of course all the covering there, and he's got the armor from Tripwire, of course, just like all Alley Vipers, all good Alley Vipers. We can flip that armor up and see his mask and his eyes under there. Well, these legs, I've been trying to place these legs and I'm having a hard time. I looked for a few minutes and I cannot figure out whose legs those are. So if you do know, please tell me. I'm curious. No backpack. I think it might have been cool to include Roadblock's backpack. If you're going to include Roadblock's gun, that would kind of make sense to me. But these legs definitely make him taller than our average Alley Viper. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Well, you would think he's taller, but in reality, they are just about the same height. Even though these legs have probably a bit more of an athletic look, and I'm guessing if I squeezed them together a little bit more, he might actually be a little bit taller. At any rate, getting back to this guy here, he's got basically the same loadout, the same armor on his torso, as I mentioned, different armor on his arms that the other Alley Viper does not have. He does have his insignia armwear, which Trench Viper does not have. It's the same old pistol, which is the original pistol, which isn't very exciting, but it gets the job done. So, I've seen where some people have said this is the Alley Viper that we should have had in the first place. I certainly like him. His colors really go well with any of the Cobra blue shirt types. There's Cobra Infantry. Here we have a Cobra officer without his helmet. Let's get him together. There we go. Looking good. Looking real good there. As you can see, the blues and the blacks match really well. He just really fits in with any of the blue shirt Cobras. Really looks good. I'm a big fan. I do think that he certainly is an improvement on the Alley Viper. I wish he had a bit more of a loadout. In some ways he has a very impressive loadout, in other ways doesn't have much loadout at all. So in my photos, you'll see I went through and picked out a couple of machine guns for him from my Valiverse sets. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the modular installation. Okay, I decided to start out with something a little bit different than what's pictured on the box, and this was actually at the prompting of Mr. Popinski. He sent me a little sketch and said, put this together, so I was able to use some of the extra pieces that are included, as you can see here, to go ahead and put something a bit different together. So even with just one set, there is potential to do something different here. And there you can see the gun peeking out there. So let's go ahead and get this in the advertised form. All right, and here we are, fully assembled per the instructions. This is obviously inner view and the view from the rear. As you can see, there is a weapons rack in there. It's basically the same piece that we have in the HISS tank, which I've always been a little bit leery to pull out, but now I understand how it fits in there, so probably not as leery about pulling it out now. In fact, I may go and pull it out right now. But as you can see, those two smaller spots on the side, don't have anything in there yet, but put a couple extra guns in there. They look real good. And there I have, I guess you'd call it I think it's not a tripod, but I've got the stand fully extended so that it can be in the upper position. You have two different ports that you can put that gun through. Are those turrets? Would that be a turret? And of course, you can also remove that ladder from the back, and it improves your vision in there. There's some interesting writing on the wall. It's just kind of gives some instructions as if it's, there we go, as if it's a modular piece that the Cobra can easily assemble on the field. And there's the Cobra logo on the side, and again some more text on there. Cobra issued ballistic wall only on the one side. We don't have it on the other side. Let's go ahead and flip it around here, and as you can see, there is a top, a middle, and a bottom, and we have a couple of accessories up here. We have the little satellite receiver, there we go, and we've also got the light apparatus, which can be moved to one of the stands. I'm assuming that probably that satellite piece can be moved to a stand too, and obviously you can put somebody up top here. You could have a sniper up there, any number of different things. You got the ladder to climb on up there. And as you could see from my little early section, early demo, whatever you want to call it, you can do different things with this, like Legos. You can kind of make whatever you want. It's a little bit on the flimsy side. I don't think you're going to want to go much higher than 2 stories with these things. But yeah, I think there's some potential for all sorts of different battlements and smaller forts. I don't really see making a larger base out of these things. I do feel like Hasbro's probably going to give us some more modular pieces to go with this. And as I mentioned, there's a second ladder. There are a couple of extra pieces that will accommodate these joints so that you can kind of be creative going forward. It's a cool set. I'm really pleased. I'm more pleased than I thought I would be with this. You know, I saw all the porta potty references, and I think it deserves to be treated better than that, I think. But, you know, I would probably give this, I would say about a 9 of 10. The figure's really outstanding, and this is the classified first diorama piece, first modular diorama piece, and I think for the price point, it's pretty good value. And look at this. I mean, you get a whole fortification there. I'm pleased. I'm excited to see what people do with these. I'm sure we'll have some creative types that'll really come up with some interesting setups and scenarios. So, what do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Please
you.